Hey everyone, this is a very basic review of the Holy Stone Shadow. This is actually a drone that I was very interested in after seeing all the amazing reviews in Amazon. And well, guess what? I decided to purchase this one so I could give it a shot. Well, overall, I think we should start by the positive things about this drone. Some things that I really like is the fact that you can tilt the camera a little bit depending on the type of angle that you want to use whenever you're actually flying this drone. Something else that I like is the fact that it's actually very small, very light. If you actually compare it to my cell phone, actually, the drone itself is more or less the same size. So something else that is very positive is the fact that this drone has a modular battery. So if you want to fly it, because a lot of drones have that they have an internal battery, you fly it for 5 minutes, you're done, you want to keep having fun, but you can't. On this one you can actually remove it and you can just pop in another one. So I really like that. Something else that I like is the fact that it's very light, and that's a reason why it has a couple more minutes of flight time compared to the other ones. Something else that I like is the fact that it has an emergency stop. So let's say you're about to crash a drone or something like that, you can prevent that. You can prevent further damage on the drone itself, and it's very compact overall. It has a very nice click, and the something else that I like is the fact that it's mobile. It's not that stiff, so even in the case that you crash, nothing bad could happen unless it's a heavy crash. But you have to be careful with these drones overall. Now let's move on to the things that I didn't like that much about this drone. First is the fact that for some reason, maybe it's the one that I got, but the modular battery, it's very easy to take off. I mean, it's not that secure. So as you can see, with just one finger I can easily take it off, and this is supposed to be locked. I mean, it has a little button over here they have to press, so that's a little bit of a concern that I have. Something else, before I recorded this video, in the manual it does specify that you can reset the drone, by pressing the diagonal arrows on the controller, in the case that, let's say, it's not calibrated properly. So I decided to do that because initially my idea is that this was a drone that you could use outside to play with the kids, but the thing is that I see that it's a little bit unstable. Once again, just trying to be neutral here, I think it might be the unit that I got. Hopefully that's not the case. I was told by a customer service representative that this unit is for indoors flight. So it's usually something that you need to keep in mind with smaller drones, is that generally speaking they're for indoors, or if you want to use them outside you need to make sure that there's barely any wind, otherwise they're gonna fly away. Now, something else that I have noticed is that, well, as you can see, and once again just to keep it neutral, I'm recording this in an enclosed space. There is a very slight draft coming from the windows, but then again they're closed. So something else that I'm a little bit concerned about is the fact that I don't know how stable it is, because I mean, let's put it this way, it doesn't have any propeller guards. So if you're gonna use it indoors, you want to make sure that it's as stable as possible. So I'm going to show you real quick how this one is, because I know that you can trim it in the case that the drone itself goes back forward a little bit. It's like a little calibration that you give it. If it's tilting a little bit forward, backwards, and so on, you can always trim it. The only situation is that on this one, when you're flying it, from time to time it will go up on its own, or it will go down on its own. But when you press the buttons, the actual stick, it will be a little bit hard to keep control of this one. And keep in mind that I'm on an enclosed space, there's no wind, there's no nothing. So right now I'm going to fly it, and I'm going to show you, with my hands how I'm using it. So you can see this situation and you can understand a little bit where my concern comes with this unit. Once again, hopefully this is it's the case that maybe mine is wrong or something, because I have heard a lot of positive things about Holy Stone. That's why I decided to buy one of these units. I'm gonna fly it and I'm gonna show you real quick. When you turn it on, the lights will go like this. They will start blinking real quick. Then once you turn the controller on, they will start blinking on their own. And once again, just to be fair, I'm gonna turn both off and I'm gonna put it on a stable surface, which is pretty much the floor, right? So we can see this unit in action. Okay, so I have it right there. And well, let's give it a whirl, right? I'm gonna try to move the camera a little bit so you can see it. Okay, right now you can see my hands, right? The drone is moving on its own to the side. I'm not doing anything, and as you can see, there is barely any draft. I have to be fighting with the controllers a little bit to keep it stable here. Look, it's going down on its own. I'm gonna move it. I'm not touching the pitch, and it's going up on its own. See, there's no wind in this room, and I'm just fighting to keep it stable here. I'm going to move it a little bit higher so you can see, but that's my only concern when it comes to the stability of this unit. I have already tried to use trim. See, it's descending on its own. See? Now it's going up on its own. I'm not pressing absolutely anything here. See? I'm just trying to keep it stable. So, I don't know. I already tried using the trim function. But as you can see, it's still doing what it likes the best, and it goes on its own. See, it goes up, goes down. That's my only concern. It's a little bit on the unstable side. I'm going to pretty much descend and land it. That's something else that I have encountered, too bad that I couldn't catch this on video, is that if you press down to land it, it will not actually land, but it will hover like a couple of inches above the floor, so it will take a little while. Right now I just had to turn it off using the emergency mode because it wouldn't land. I mean, I don't know. I mean, hopefully it's a thing with my unit, because I have seen that this unit has a lot of positive reviews. So I don't know. It has a lot of features that a lot of vendors don't have, to be fair. First, the fact that it's very portable, it's very light, the modular batteries, the fact that you can adjust the camera, and the fact that you can buy additional batteries in the case that, well, they have an issue. With my order, I had 2 batteries. One of them was not working out of the box, and the other one, it's not holding the charge. I mean, if I charge it and leave it overnight, in the morning it won't have any charge anymore. But then again, just to be fair, Holy Stone, well, their customer service department went far and beyond, because, well, above and beyond, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm not a native speaker. Because they sent me 2 batteries, they're on their way, and no questions asked. So I really have to give it to them because I live overseas. So for me to buy something like this, I really need to get the most out of it, the bang for my buck, as you guys say, whatever. So that's my only concern. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I'm so I'm not entirely satisfied, but not entirely disappointed, because the camera itself is very decent. Well, you can see the videos of other users, but then again, I would not recommend to use this unit outside. It's an indoor flyer that doesn't have propeller guards. The modular battery, well, as you can see, it comes out real easy, but then again, it's very portable. It has FPV functions. There's a little bit of lag, but it's okay. I mean, at this price range, you can really ask for more. And the controllers are very nice. The design, it's pretty much like a PlayStation controller. So I don't know. I mean, you can, pretty much draw your conclusions out of this video. But oh, it has also a little holder here for the phone. I decided not to use it for this review because I wanted you all to see the drone in action. As you can see, there's not really a lot of wind in this room, but you could see that there were some stability issues on the drone itself. Thank you for your time, and hopefully this will help you to actually draw your conclusions here. Bye bye.